get back in that makeup bag and remind me.
Previously, I love Jasmyn.
I like him, and I don't understand why I like him. Boo! As you can see, I did beat my face today. I'm not really super crazy about it, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I do feel as if it's not really giving me what I would have wanted it to give. Like, I feel like I didn't do that great on my contour today. Like, I feel like everything is kind of all one color and flat. So I will say that is the downside about the foundation, concealer, contour. And then something else is that this eye is hooded, and so whenever I try to do a cut crease, this eye is always very challenging because it's hooded, whereas this eye is not. So like, I can always, for the most part, do a cut crease on this eye, no problem whatsoever. But this hooded eye is hit or miss, and today I feel like it was a miss. Like, I feel like I put the cut too far above the fold instead of just a tad bit above the fold. So you see how like it's folded, but yet it's still, the cut is still high. Do you see what I'm saying? My makeup girlies, y'all gonna understand what I'm saying. But overall, I say it's okay. I don't think this is my best work. Also, I don't feel like my eyes are as dramatic as I wanted them to be. Like, I really wanted it to be a really dark green, brownish color with the pop of the yellowish gold. At first I wanted to do like a brownish gold, but I don't really have any, or at least I didn't go through enough palettes to find a brownish gold. They all kind of have more of like a yellow to them, which is no biggie. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, overall, I do feel like I could have done a little better. But for this to be my second face beat since 2024, I'm giving myself some grace. Plus, I'm just going to work anyway, so you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And then my lip, I am going to actually do more to my lip. It's just I plan on smoking, and so I didn't want to waste. Did go ahead and put on some lip balm just so that I could be moisturizing my lip for right now until it's time for me to actually put on my lip color. So yeah, this is the face. You know, I don't like yesterday. I feel like my pink yesterday was just perfect, like perfection. I think that look came out really, really well. So I don't know, maybe it's a comparison of coming off of that. I'm sorry, I'm doing a whole lot of rambling about makeup. So if you're not into makeup, I'm so sorry. I'm typically, well, I don't know. I'm still like, I feel like I'm still in the process of discovering what I like and who I am and all this other stuff. Like, even at my big old age of 34, I feel like there's so much where in my 20s I was doing things because I thought that's what would be the end thing to do, or like that's what my friends were doing. But now that I'm older, I've been trying to actually take more time to sit and think about why I do what I do. And quick intermission post smoke break. I just had so many aha moments while listening to Beyonce's Dance for You.
Sit back and watch.
I need to get into a pole dancing class. I need to find a pole dancing class. And I say this because it's something I've been wanting to do, but I have been putting off until I get to where I'm supposed to be in life, and then I can afford the luxury of attending a pole dancing class. That was my mindset. And my aha moment in that moment was what you want to do because you feel as if you're not in the ideal situation or life to have that thing right now. And so I was like, well, what is stopping me from attending a pole dancing class? And I was like, my desire and want to be independent, living on my own. And it's like, but babes, are you saving? Yeah. Are you paying all your bills? Yeah. Are you still having funds left over where you can spend it a little frivolous at times? Yeah. Okay, so what's stopping you from joining this pole dancing class? Because that frivolous spending that you have been doing, you can put towards finding a pole dancing class. Like, yes, I'm not ideally where I want to be in life when it comes to my current situation right now, but that doesn't mean I have to rob myself of opportunities or chances to grow. Yes, work. Yes, save. Yes, be responsible. But if you're meeting all of those things, babe, open it up for life now. Even if it's not your ideal situation of where you want to be in life. Like, okay, you're still working towards that. And taking pole dancing classes. So, okay. So yeah, that was just my profound aha moment. And then I had another deeper one, but that's not yet, friend. I might have to put that one in the written journal because, yeah, not yet, friend. But so many moments. But okay, boo. Back to the video.
A lot of boring math later.
So I told I didn't know what to call him about my herpes status. And when I say it did not go well. It did not go well. And this is like the third time out of quite a few, at least 100 or more, 150, somewhere in there. Like, I told a lot of people, but only 3 people have ever had a negative reaction. Well, before it was just 2, but now this makes 3. So, like, that's why it's like this is the other side of the coin, because it's not everybody is going to take the news well. That's a fact. That's just reality. Nothing is 100 proof, 100% just pure. Nothing. So yes, these days and day will come, but the takeaway is that I'm still proud. I'm proud of myself for sharing. But y'all, I was 100% in the wrong. And this is like where people be going wrong when they lack self-awareness. Because if I just told the story like that, y'all would probably be encouraging me and telling me this, that, and the third. But y'all, the truth is we had sexual relations 2 times beforehand. you still did it. It don't matter why you did it, you still did it. And so I was wrong. I was wrong. I should have told him beforehand, because I did take away his choice and deciding to move further if he wanted to or not with that information. Like, I took that choice away from him. And I know there could be somebody out there like, well, takes two to tango. That's true. But we're not focused on nothing else but what we did wrong. Because you can't try to point out what somebody else doing wrong if you're doing wrong too. So let's first take a moment to look at what we did. And so yeah, I feel so bad. And you know, he asked such a great question, because I asked him how would he feel if I told him I had something very important that I needed to tell him, that I should have told him a long time ago. And he said it depends. And then he asked me, well, how would you feel if it was reversed? And that was a very good question. I would be disappointed, because I would have thought, and I was thinking that we was keeping it 100 from day one. So it's like, yeah, I would be disappointed. And again, took away the choice. So yeah. So he did tell me he feels a little angry. And I completely understand. And I really feel so bad. Like, truly, I really do feel so bad. Because even though I know he's good and don't have anything, people be driving here, it just be like craziness. But I feel really bad. I do. Like, my heart actually hurts a little bit, truth be told. It's just like, dang, Jazz, you was wrong. Feel bad for even apologizing, because it's like, you still did it. You still did it. So I don't know what will transpire from here, but he did tell me to let him know when I made it home. I will let him know when I made it home. Maybe he'll respond back, or maybe he won't. So, I don't know. never gets easier. Like, no matter how many people I tell and their response, it still never gets easier to do. You'll still have like the little like, whew, are they gonna be able to handle it? Will they take it well? Like, okay, let me not even try to think about how they're going to react. Let me just tell it. But it's like, oh, how do I start? Where do I start? Like, you still go through all of those emotions, but as far as, dang, I missed my turn because I wanted to go to Starbeezy. So Wawa. So I just go to the back end one. But to just be able to take the deep breath and get it out and get it over with and get it said, it does feel also free and makes me feel proud of myself in the sense of like, good job for actually doing that hard thing and for being honest. Like, yes, you were late, but you still chose to do the right thing in the end. Now, just because you choose to do the right thing in the end, it doesn't mean that the outcome is going to be favorable for you. But good job. And so yeah, that is also how I feel. And then the other part of me kind of feels like shed a few tears, because it's like getting a bad reaction, especially from someone you admire or you really enjoy being around, to get a bad reaction from them, it does also make you feel sad, because it's like, oh dang, that was one connection I actually really, really enjoyed. So, just the normal sadness of possibly losing a friendship, or knowing, well, not a knowing because you don't yet know, but a feeling of, well, maybe this is going to be the end of all communication. So yeah, I don't know, but okay, that's all of my rambling thoughts. Makeup is still looking, I feel like it looks better now that I have sweated a little bit. But oh my goodness, you all, so I had one of the most amazing compliments tonight from this guy named Chuck. And he said I look like I should be famous, and that I give off, he said he hope it didn't sound weird, I give off celebrity vibes. And it's like, oh my goodness, like, what a compliment. That is such a compliment, and not even in a like a big-headedness. It's like, wow, me, like, Lord, confirmation, like, we should keep going. We will be a household name one day. It's like, thanks, Chuck. So yeah, that was one of the compliments tonight that I said, like, wow, I felt that. And then another person told me I look like I came from Egypt. And that's a good compliment too. Can't be shirt. It's just I'm self-soothing because yeah. And what a whirlwind end to my week.
Deep beard, bitch. I gotta go.